Aquarius, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel today, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Aquarius for the last part of October 2020. This is a general love reading, and that means that it can apply to any kind of relationship, situations, circumstances, just about anything you can think of. Okay, Aquarius, so bear that in mind. It's also important to remain flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles within the reading. And that means you can be represented by any of the characters that may show up in the cards, regardless of the gender of the cards. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, while other parts may not. So take what does and leave behind the rest. I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope it resonates, and I hope you get something out of it. Okay, Aquarius, so let's go ahead and get started and see what we've got in the cards for Aquarius for October. We're going to start off with the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Temperance, Justice, and then we have the Two of Swords. So Aquarius, it looks like you're dealing with some grief. It feels like something that's been going on for a long time. Or there could be something that you've been working on, putting energy into, and maybe it hasn't transpired the way you'd hoped. And so this is causing you some grief. And I feel like you're in the process of trying to make a decision regarding the situation or how to move forward. It could involve a family dynamic or some disruption within a family unit. Or it could be a group dynamic, group of people that you might be very close to. Let's get some more cards out here for Aquarius and see what else we get. Seven of Pentacles, this time in the reverse, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. King of Swords. Magician in reverse. Temperance in reverse this time. And then we have Temperance in the upright position over here. The High Priestess. Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, this time in reverse. So it's interesting. So you have three sets of repeats so far. The Seven of Pentacles, once in the reverse, once in the upright. The Wheel of Fortune, once in reverse, once in the upright. And then we have Temperance, once in reverse, once in the upright. So maybe needless to say, but to me this feels like, especially with the types of the cards that did come out as pairs and reversals and then upright. It feels like something is very uncomfortable, very frustrating. Maybe you feel even a little bit defeated or imbalanced or uncertain. It feels heavy. But at the same time, with those cards then being in the upright as well, it feels like the universe is saying this is one of those times in your life when things are feeling uncomfortable, but for some reason you also know that things are also moving along the way they need to go. So this was a necessary hardship or necessary difficult time or necessary uncomfortable time in your life. Aquarius, whatever it is that you're dealing with. And again, I want to remind you, if this isn't resonating, this could be a reading for someone that you are close to, you feel connected to, and this is something they might be going through. So if this doesn't resonate for you, you could feel like you're cross-watching for somebody else. Let's get some more cards out here and see what else we get. Judgment in reverse. Temperance again, this time in the upright again. Nine of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. 10 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles again, this time in the upright. So there's another repeat where we have a reversal in upright. Four of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant. So Aquarius, we do have a King of Swords out here. I haven't talked about him yet. So this feels like it's dealing with a group or family dynamic. Something's broken. It could be that someone left, or there's a divorce, or there's some kind of upheaval within a family unit. It feels like someone left, or someone was kicked out. I think there's this energy of trying to figure out, was this the right move or not? Is this... Okay, so let's say, for example, the cards are indicating it's possible someone left the situation, took off, was left out, kicked out, left behind. And that feels very uncomfortable, but at the same time, for some reason, it feels like it could be that it was the right move anyway, even though it's something that feels very difficult, very challenging, and very I get that uncomfortable, because it feels like it could be within a group dynamic or family dynamic where there's probably some tightly knit connections or relationships. So watching this happen within that type of group dynamic where there's people that are very close to one another, everybody knows each other's business, that type of thing. There's a sense that maybe this was unexpected. It's really uncomfortable. There's a lot of grief. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of heartache that I think that you might be dealing with. And it needs to be tended to. I think that this feels like a very specific story. I mean, at first it was very confusing. Here's the thing. Whenever the cards come out and it feels like there's a lot going on, but I'm not picking up a really quick, clear message, it starts to feel very specific. And the more complicated messages, readings that I get, feel more specific. So they're frustrating for me because on the one hand, I want to deliver the message. On the other hand, it feels like this could just be for a small portion of people. So I'm just going to go with it and see what we get. But there is some kind of very specific message kind of coming through. So I get the feeling like there was someone who left or was kicked out of a household or told to leave. It could have been because of some unsavory behavior or a situation where people were feeling manipulated or taken advantage of within a group or family dynamic. It feels like money could have been involved. Money could have been definitely part of the issue. There could be a legal battle ensuing because of this. I get that with this King of Swords, Justice, Two of Swords, Hierophant, the fact that we have the Ten of Pentacles and this Four of Wands in reverse. This feels like an upheaval within like I said, a family unit or a group of people or a home or a household. And a decision needs to be made. There could be lawyers involved. There could be mediators involved. There could be people kind of coming into the mix to try to help work through the situation, that kind of thing. Let's get some more cards out here for Aquarius. Let's see what else we get. Five of Cups again, this time in reverse. So this is the sixth, I think it's the sixth one. Pairing of cards where we have the reversal and the upright. So we have the Five of Cups here in the upright, Five of Cups in reverse here, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and Seven of Pentacles in the upright here. Temperance, 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 Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I think that's six. Six of Swords in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. If I don't even get a decent reading out of these cards, I'm just amused by the pairs of cards that are coming out in the upright and reversals. It's just amusing to me. I'm getting a kick out of it. So at least there's something positive I'm getting out of this reading. Five of Swords. I have to say, otherwise I'm frustrated with it at this point in time because of the type of messages coming through. So there's always a silver lining, Aquarius. There's always a silver lining. King of Cups. Four of Wands, this time in the upright, and here it is in the reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So we have a King of Cups in the reading. We have this King of Swords in here too. This could be the same person. I did get early on that this could be someone who's stepping in to help mediate a situation where there's some kind of disagreement. It does feel like it could potentially have to do with a money situation or financial situation. I think with this Magician in reverse, this is the person, and you know, aside from this King of Cups, King of Swords, I think this is the other person that's represented in this reading so far, but I don't have them in the form of a court card necessarily. It's just the Magician, but this person manipulated a situation within a group of people or group dynamic or family dynamic. Again, feels financial. Feels pentacle related. There's a lot of pentacles out here. So this King of Cups is connected to this Magician in reverse. And this King of Cups may have been the one to tell this person to go. But he didn't do it out of anger. He didn't do it to get back at this person. He didn't do it because he was mad at this person. He did it because he actually loves this person. And realized that this person, this magician, was responsible for the conflict. And so, as hard as it may have been for this King of Cups to act the way he did, I think that he was the one who probably told this person they need to go. I think he's responsible for this energy. And it doesn't feel like something he's used to doing, but it's something that he may have had to do. I think he's also this King of Swords energy. This is the type of person that will make the hard decisions, the head over heart decisions. And I think he did that in this case. Whereas normally I think he would act in an emotional way. This is the type of person who's very emotionally connected to the people that surround him, his family, friends, loved ones. I get a strong sense that this is a family unit, family dynamic. But there's something broken here. And, okay, so here's the story that's going through my head, okay? And again, it may not apply to everybody, but here's what I've got, and it's very simple. This could be a situation where a family tie is part of a family unit or group dynamic, or maybe they come back into the situation and there is some kind of circumstance where this person ends up taking advantage of what's available to them. So in other words, instead of being grateful, instead of being happy to have help or support or love or those type of connections where you feel secure, you feel confident, you feel good about yourself, you take advantage of that opportunity and those people. You take advantage of it to the point where you're trying to get something out of it. Being unfair, and treating people poorly, because instead of being grateful for being a part of something that is good for the whole, you put yourself in a position where you're gaining an unequal share of it. I don't know how else to put that. And this King of Cups became aware of this individual and said, no more, you gotta go. You gotta go, it's not okay to do this. And I think it's this King of Cups I'm reading for. This person feels uncomfortable having to have done what he's done, but he knows he did the right thing. And he knows it's for the greater good. And he also knows, I'm always going to be there for this person. And this family, and this family unit group dynamic, the stability, the legacy we've created, the home we've created, the connections we've created, they're not going away. They're just not here for you to take advantage of, for you to abuse, for you to be a part of, if you can't be a part of it in the right way. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Aquarius? So whoever this magician is, this is somebody who either was a part of or came into a picture, saw something really amazing. A stable environment, happy people, loving connections, it could be a thriving household community. People are taking care of each other. There's plenty to go around. There's abundance. There's love. There's support. And he's in this situation, he or she's in this situation, and they decide, look, wow, gosh, I could really benefit if I do this, or if I take advantage of this, or, you know, nobody's going to notice if I do this. It's just, so that, you know, I'm not saying that there's somebody who's taking from this group of people or this King of Cups, but he's taking advantage of the situation. I don't see a Seven of Swords out here. I just feel this Magician in reverse is somebody who's like manipulating the situation, maybe trying to get a leg up, trying to take advantage of the situation, trying to get some personal gain out of it. And I think he was asked to go. Let's get one more round out for Aquarius. We have the King of Swords this time in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Five of Wands. The Hermit. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Tower. So there is some concern regarding the connection or the relationship that's tied to this circumstance or the situation. There's some question as to whether or not it's been damaged. And can it recover from the situation? I think this was an event that was relatively unexpected, unpredictable. I don't think this king necessarily saw it coming. I think he acted in the manner that he needed to act, he or she. I want to remind you, if you're a female, you can certainly embody this energy. So this person did act in the manner that they needed to act, but I think that there's also some concern here that the relationship might be damaged. I don't think that this is being focused on, though. I don't think the focus is on, oh no, I wonder if I damage the relationship. Can we bounce back from this? Can we repair it? Can we fix it? I don't think that's the focus. I think the focus is allow this person to come to terms with what occurred and their part in the part they played in the situation. I do believe this person is the cause of the conflict, and I think this person needs to see that. And I think that this king acted, this King of Swords, King of Cups, acted in a manner that he needed to in order for this person to gain an understanding. Now, whether or not this person actually does or not is in question. What this person does know now, what this magician does know, is that he can't come into this situation with this King of Cups, King of Swords individual and expect to get away with what he's getting away with. It's not going to happen. This person's not going to allow that. But this person, this King of Cups, King of Swords, is not, again, he's not acting out of anger. He's not acting out of fear. He's not acting out of needing to control the situation. He's simply doing what's necessary, given the circumstances. And now a decision needs to be made, and I think both parties have a decision that they need to make. And it's regarding what happens next. I think that this is a matter of timing, and it really kind of rests more on this magician's plate than it does this King of Cups, because he's already done what he needs to do. Now for him, it's almost just like a waiting game. Now what happens? How is this person going to react? What's their next move? Are they going to realize their mistakes? make amends and come back to this, because this is what's at stake here for this Magician individual. This King of Cups, King of Swords is not losing this. He didn't go anywhere. It's this Magician individual who lost this, at least for now. It's not gone forever. And I think he knows it, but this Magician, I say he because it's a male figure in this card, but I want to remind you I'm kind of resistant to doing that, because this can represent anybody regardless of gender. But this person needs to accept some responsibility, and if they do, they can have that back. It's quite literally an apology away. That's what I feel, if I'm being totally honest, Aquarius. This here is available to this individual. It's just an apology away. I fucked up. I messed up. Sorry for the F word. I try not to say that, but sometimes it slips out. Especially since my mom sometimes watches my readings. Sorry, Mom. Didn't mean to cuss. So this Magician is an apology away from having this back. This King of Cups, I said that he's got a decision to make too. He's got a choice as well. I guess he could step in and try to assist this Magician in making things right, but I don't think that's a good move. I think more than anything, he knows that it's probably best to take a hands-off approach, and allow this Magician to call the shots, because if this were a game of chess, it's his move. And you know what? Like in a game of chess, I guess it's, most games of chess, you have as much time as you need to make the decision that you want to make. Unless it's a timed game. This Magician has time to make his decision. And I can't tell at all. I mean, I don't have any energy of this Magician except this card right here. And then the rest of it is about the situation at hand. And kind of the position that these two people are in, and the results it's had on the relationship itself. I do think the relationship is severed right now. There's separation, there's probably lack of communication. There is some damage done to the relationship itself, but it's only because this person was caught. The King of Cups, King of Swords is not... This person is not damaged at his core. This person is not going to deal with long-term injuries, bumps and bruises and wounds because of this situation. It's this Magician that needs to work through the situation. Emotion and intellect. This is one of the 11 cards, one of the balance cards. It's the Page of Cups. Page of Water. The page cards in this deck, Dreams of Gaia Tarot, by Raven Felon, I think her name is. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, these cards, the 11 cards, are all about balance. They're significantly different than the page cards in the traditional Rider-Waite. I will read this. It came out in reverse, so I'm going to read this short. I think it came out in reverse. Did it come out in reverse? I think it did. It doesn't matter because I'm going to read both sections anyway. And you know if it came out in reverse because you saw me display it. The reversal is just a very short little couple of sentences. And then I'll read the meaning of the card. So the potential blockage or reversal, the 11 of Water reversed has a very simple and direct meaning. If it appears in your reading today, it, like its upright meaning, symbolizes a potential imbalance that needs to be addressed. Interesting. I'm just going to throw this out there because I think it's funny. With all the reversals and then the upright cards, the pairs that came out. Again, we have a card that came out in reverse, but I'm reading it in the upright. Just throwing that out there because I think it's neat. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what this has to say. And then we'll look at these cards one last time. It's about 2 pages. The 11 of Water is a balancing and realignment card. Sorry, I'm going to display the card too. The 11 of Water is a balancing and realignment card that addresses any emotional disharmony that may be influencing your choices and environment. It also represents the need for us to see the whole and how an imbalance can affect it. Love and fear. How many times have you heard someone say that a choice or action was made from a place of fear, or was born of a person's insecurities and doubts, or was born of love? When we are attacked by others, we may react and retaliate because we are angry and afraid, and we may also act because we have love for ourselves and wish to address an injustice and prevent further injustice. We may choose not to take a risk or make changes in our lives because we are afraid of an unknown future, but we may also choose not to take a risk that may alter our lives because we love the life we already have. We may be plagued with doubts, but we can also be blinded by love. What motivates our actions the most, fear or love? The truth is that most of our actions are motivated by both in equal measure. Fear and love, like creation and destruction, cannot exist without one another. And they can even appear to be the same force depending on one's perspective. What motivates you to walk away from a friendship or relationship that is causing you hurt and dis-ease? One person might say that you have walked away because you are afraid of being hurt further. Another might say that you walked away because you respect and love yourself and know that you deserve better. Who is right? In most situations, both are right. You are afraid of being hurt again, and you do believe you deserve better. You may also be motivated to stay in that relationship because you are afraid to leave, or because you are so in love that you are willing to forgive the one who hurt you and give them a second chance. The 11 of water signifies a need to see that you are often motivated by both forces at the same time. Love and fear are two halves of the same whole, and each flows into the other. However, an unhealthy imbalance can occur when fear becomes the dominant force and prevents you from breaking free of painful situations or relationships, thereby preventing you from leading a happy and productive life. The 11 of water also addresses the subject of suppression and expression. Suppressed emotion can lead to illness. Emotional stress can manifest in the form of depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, inflammation in the body, and in turn, disease. There can be real and life-threatening consequences to suppressing fear, anger, sorrow, and other weightier emotions. The 11 of water does not suggest that life is meant to be lived on an even keel. Life will always offer up moments that will have us shouting for joy, or conversely suffering in silence. But if you express, sorry about the bird, she's probably seeing something outside. Anyway, but if you express instead of suppress, you will move through life with more ease, as opposed to living a life of dis-ease and suffering. It is better to be proactive and mindful when it comes to emotions. Never ignore them. So the whole time I'm reading that, I'm thinking about this kind of push and pull, this back and forth, this love and hate, love and fear, I guess, not love and hate, love and fear relationship or connection that's going on here. And right now it's in a state of distress, the connection or relationship that this King of Cups is dealing with. I apologize for the bird. She's driving me nuts too. If you're sitting there thinking, what's that squawking about? I know, she's driving me crazy too. This person is dealing with a troubled relationship. Something went awry. I don't think this person no longer loves this individual or no longer cares for this individual, but this person is also not willing to be taken advantage of or be treated poorly. So the King of Cups, King of Swords did what he had to do. He made a heart over head decision, even though it didn't feel good. I think he's concerned about the state of what's the word I'm trying to think of? The stability of the relationship, whether or not it can bounce back from this. And that is going to rest on the shoulders of this magician individual. If he decides to come around with a sincere apology and initiate some contact and some communication, I think he could bounce back from this really quickly, because he's got this waiting for him. I'm going to show you these cards again. They're really significant to me. I mean, to me, these cards indicate a family dynamic, a strong one that's not going anywhere, one that's stable, one that's balanced, one that's feels good, one that's full of love and hope and positive energy, something that's been around for a while, that's been long established, people that work together, people that know intuitively, I've got your back, you've got mine, we just know that. That's the kind of energy that this magician person kind of messed up or walked away from. Either walked away from it or he got kicked out, told to leave. That's the energy I have more than anything else. Like I said, it felt specific to me. It feels like this person was told to leave or get out. And he's got a decision to make. So I'm going to leave that here, Aquarius. I hope the reading resonated. It did feel very specific. If it did, I would love to hear your comment below if you want to share your story. Thanks so much for watching. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to, and I will see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.